lost you to the pain. Why can't I find what's remain? I need to see you through the rain, through the rain, through the rain. Why can't I see you through the rain, through the rain, through the rain?
Alrighty, guys, welcome back to the Elijah Way, and this is episode 4 of season 6. Man, it feels good to be back and get this show started. Cause yeah, got a lot of topics to talk to you guys about, and it's been a crazy week for things in media, sports, and just a lot of activity that I'm gonna try to cover today on this episode. But you guys already know. First thing first, we gotta get started with the NBA and what's going on around the association. So I do want to get started with just a look at what's going on here. Let's see. Alrighty. So, gonna take a look at the standings here again because last time when I did go over the standings, it's definitely been a change of what's going on around the league. So, I do want to start with the East. Right now, we still have the Cavs and Celtics and Knicks as the first three seeds, and Pacers are number 4, and then we have Pistons who are number 5. Now, last week we did see the Bucks in that 5 position, so I believe Damian Lillard, Damian Lillard got hurt, and it's kind of opening a way for the Pistons to kind of make their way in, and it's actually pretty cool because man, like the Pistons were the worst team last year, so now like we get to see them in an actual playoff series, especially with this team that they have. Like it's about to be dangerous. Um, I kind of wanted them to face the Knicks because I don't know. I think we could have got the Knicks, but honestly though, I think they can take the Knicks and the Pacers. Now, mind, I know this team just had like one of the worst records of all time last year, but just something about them, the grit, and I think they can like I think they can just outwork the Knicks and the Pacers just because of the attitude. I feel like Halliburton, he a little soft, but granted, this team did go to the Eastern Conference Finals last year, but that's because there wasn't nobody in their path for real. So I don't know. I think the Pistons can best them. And then the same, we got the Hawks, Magic, Bulls, and the Heat fighting for those last positions because that's really who's getting home court at this point. And then we're going over to the West. Now, this is officially the Wild Wild West because there's so much activity been going on in the last few weeks in the Western Conference, and it's like crazy. I just I don't understand it, but I kind of do because the West tends to be more competitive than the East, and that's why the standings look like how they are. We still got OKC at 1, Rockets at 2, and then we got the Nuggets at 3, which I think they're going to maintain that 3 spot because of the separation. But then Lakers at 4, Memphis at 5, Golden State at 6. Minnesota is right behind Golden State. Clippers is right behind Minnesota, and then Dallas and the Kings like basically fighting for home court in a playoff game. But if if you pay attention to 4, 5, and 6, then 7, man, like none of these teams can afford to lose like one game or their their seeding goes down. Like it's it's crazy in the West, man. Just looking at these endings right now, it's like there's so many storylines of first round matchups. We can get Curry versus Bron. We can get Warriors versus Grizzlies. We could potentially see the Lakers in the play-in. We could like we could see the Timberwolves in the play-in because they were legit in the playoffs last year. But it it just seems none of that even matters anymore. It's just in the West, you just gotta be competitive and you gotta compete because any given night, any team can get you for real. It's kind of crazy. Now, I did want to show y'all this little thing that I seen yesterday, and it kind of pissed me off. I'm not gonna lie to you. Let's check this out. This kind of made me mad yesterday because the Timberwolves, y'all were like they were instigating, they were fighting back too. So it's like as for two veteran players to like escalate it more, like come on y'all know better. And then they kind of pushed it over there when Deontay started pushing them. So now, mind you, Isaiah Stewart coming in, that's on. It's always a given. You already know, especially in the sense of when it's action. He's the enforcer. He is the protector. So it's like when you go at one of the dogs, you gonna have to see him. So, and then another thing with this, I seen like after the fight, everyone gets ejected, and it just kind of play on. Anthony Edwards is like, you know, showboating, trying to flex on them, like, oh yeah, we won. I'm like, bro, like the whole team just got ejected. Like I get it, y'all won, but like in that same sense, it's just like you barely won. If they didn't get ejected, they would have won that game, and that's probably a fact. But I don't know. Like I used to like Anthony Edwards, but now I'm like I don't know. We just see. He's a still good player, but like in the terms of this last night, like if you're gonna do all the showboating, do it when the real team is on there. Like that's all of where I'm coming from with it. Don't do it when all the G leaguers in it. Like come on, Stewart, because he was definitely in that boy. I was gonna show y'all some Warriors highlight, but in a sense, they blew out the Spurs. It was like 140 to like 120. Yeah, so there's no need to see that, especially where it's just get the Spurs. But I do want to take a deeper dive into the next couple games that's going on. Oh, excuse me. It's a weird noise. Interesting. So yeah, we got the Lakers and Rockets tonight. Mavericks and Nets. No one's watching that game. Bulls and Thunder. Celtics and Grizzlies. Ooh, that should be a good game. Okay, Clippers and Magic, Kings and Pacers. Yeah, the Celtics and Grizzly one is going to be a good game, and the Rockets and the Lakers one. Just because the Rockets are the 2 seed and the Lakers are the 4 seed, I believe. And then with the Grizzlies, they're on a back to back right now. So, me as a Golden State Warrior fan, I am paying attention to this game right here. Just because, if they lose today, then they lose tomorrow. Golden State gets the fifth seed. So, we shall see. It's gonna be a lot of activity in these next upcoming weeks, but I'm here for it. Like, I'm ready for the playoffs. I'm ready to see what the postseason look like because there's a lot of contenders, and it's exciting, man. It's definitely good for the NBA, at least to have the last part of the season. But yeah, if you guys tapping into the NBA playoffs and everything, let a brother know. Hit up the comments. Go follow the Elijah Way on Instagram, and I'll talk more about you guys' Braves. But yeah, that is NBA talk with Mello for this segment of the Elijah Way. See you guys in the next segment. Alrighty, welcome back, guys. Um, we're moving into TV shows. Yeah, this is the TV show segment of the podcast, and I just wanted to say thank you guys for listening. This has definitely been a good transition for me, and it's way more easier to sit and upload rather than doing it the audio way. Stay tuned though, because I will have my audio files up and running in the next few weeks here. Just was trying to get a jump start on YouTube so we can test run it and see how's it going. But 4 episodes in right now, so yeah. Let's get back on to it, and we're gonna talk about the White Lotus. Now, man, oh man, this show is crazy. This show is crazy, man. Just a crazy synopsis that I want to kind of run down from episode, I want to say 7, I should say. Yeah, season 3, episode 7. Essentially, don't know what's going on here. But essentially, what happens in this episode, just a little rundown here for you. Um, it's like we see what the dad is trying to do here. Like, if you've been keeping up, the dad is basically trying to off himself because of at home stuff. Uh, Yeah, it's crazy because he's been on this trajectory for a couple episodes now, and I just been kind of seeing online here, a lot of people are just like ready for it to like kind of play its course, and I agree. They do need to speed it up just a tad, but I do feel like watching this last episode, the tension is like thick, like between every character on this show. Like when you look at the dynamics, like the dynamics with the friend group, the 3 girls, it's all over the place. Like they beefing. You can really tell like this trip is affecting their friendship. And then you get to Belinda and Greg slash Gary, and he basically offered this girl $100,000 to like shut up and just don't even say anything. Now, my girl Belinda, I would have took that money. $100,000 for me to just not say anything. I don't know who. I don't know what. Come on, man. Come on, Belinda. But yeah. With this episode, You also see old girl Greg's new girlfriend. I'm not good with names on this show, so bear with me. But yeah, old girl's girl or yeah girlfriend. Apparently, he likes to watch people have sex. Like he gets off on that. And when I was watching this, and they were trying to tell Patrick Schwarzenegger's character, his name's Saxon, I believe. They were trying to tell him the look of disgust this dude had. I was kind of with him. I was like, yeah, what is going on? But yeah, you see the dynamics there where I'm still trying to see where Gary's angle is here because it looks like he's trying to get alibis from just previous seasons and what happened. That's what I feel like he's trying to do. But I feel like in the last episode we're gonna find out a lot a lot of more answers because I still feel like there's a lot missing in the plot, and I would like to see what happens. Like, what's another? Uh, the dude Gato, the police officer. So the girl, I know her as Lisa. I believe she used to be in like Blackpink or something. It's like a K-pop group. But no, anyways, she's in the show, right? And she's just a like dancer. They dance for the hotel. And it's weird because in this last episode, she was like trying to tell this man, "Are you ready to kill somebody? Do you think you got the heart for it?" Or like just just chastising this man. I'm looking at her a little bit sideways because there was a robbery that happened earlier in the season, and Gato kind of put the characters together like, hey, this dude was here and distracted me while this robbery was going on. So, and those dudes were with the three best friends that's on a trip. So it's all starting to get tangled and see like what's going on and why did they rob this place? Like throughout this episode too, you do see one of the three girlfriends. One of the girls, I believe her name is Lori. She went and stays the night with one of the dudes, and she starts to see some of the robbery pieces. So it's slowly coming together, but this last episode it gotta be good because man, I I just feel we're on a crash course and something bad is about to happen on this show. Alrighty, here's the preview for next week's episode. Not the fruit. Dang. Wow. So like you definitely see a body bag here. And I'm curious to see who's gonna die. Speculation online is saying multiple people are gonna die. So Yeah, I do want to share my thoughts on who do I think is going to die. I do have some votes for one or two of the girl best friends. And I do believe out of the family, I don't know, like it could be anyone because the just in this trailer they mentioned the forbidden fruit, as in they have little fruit that you shouldn't eat hanging around the hotel. Don't know why, but yeah. So he's probably going to put that fruit in the blender that the son's been making. But the question is, who's gonna drink it? And I think my bet is gonna be Lachlan. I think that's where it's gonna go. I think he's gonna accidentally take it, and he's gonna feel guilty, and yeah, he's gonna. I don't know, but that's my assumption. But man, you just gotta find out next week. And again, if you haven't seen this show, go start from the beginning because it's a good show. It's called White Lotus and it's on HBO Max. But yeah, that's White Lotus. Alrighty, welcome back, guys. We're continuing on with the TV shows of today's podcast. And yeah, the next TV show that I did want to talk to you guys about is about Daredevil. And they dropped two episodes actually last week. And yeah, these episodes were pretty good. I'm not gonna lie to you. Um the first episode, which is episode 5 actually, uh it's basically like a bank robbery slash heist episode. And I thought this episode was really good. I thought it was really like a good way to describe Daredevil's powers. He might be blind, but that man can see. But yeah, that this episode was really good. I liked how they included some of the basically some of the villains that Kingpin's been operating with. I believe they the Red Hook gang or some association to that nature. Um, but yeah. His and this well not his decisiveness and reflexes and just senses. It was off the charts out of, on this episode, and I thought it was a really good job of displaying his powers. Now a lot of people online were saying that this was considered a filler like episode, and I didn't really feel that. I feel like it was definitely a nice way to branch in another MCU character, which is Kamala Khan's dad, and so that there's the connection right there. And I just thought it was a really bold move of them, but like it worked out. The execution was really good. Um, I think for this episode for me, when they when he when he asked to go to the bathroom, he basically like stopped the man and he had to stop the shotgun from falling down and he did it so cold. He's like, but yeah, yeah, it was fantastic. Um, another part of the episode that I liked too, it was when he cracked the safe. I thought that was pretty funny as well. Cause the whole time, Miss Marvel's dad, she's like, he's like, you can't crack that code. Like, no one has, no one will. This man just did it in like in a minute. He was like, okay, but yeah, um, what else happened? Oh, it was a nice like a little kick scene in there. Let me see if I can find it, cause that was pretty funny. Yeah, this episode was pretty cool. I didn't mind it one bit. don't know. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see if I can find this really quickly. Still recording. Give me 1 second. Boom. Oh, he was about that action. I do like the parallels of telling the story between Daredevil and Kingpin. The episode. Bro, my man's Matt Murdock do not play. Oh yeah, he put that red hood on. Ooh. Oh, hey, he be scrapping. Y'all better get Matt some credit. Oh, dang. Oh, hey, that was tough. That was pretty tough. I ain't gonna lie. That episode was definitely one of my favorite episodes of the season so far. Um, but yeah, that was episode 5. Now, do want to get started with episode 6. Um, we do get to meet the villain, the Muse, and from first visuals of seeing this dude from my eyes, we in trouble. This man, there was reported in the episode that he killed over 60 people. So he is definitely considered a serial killer. And then everybody was asking, okay, if he's killed 60 people, where is everybody else at? So yeah, it's funny. It's funny. But yes, I like the character design of Muse. I like the way he looks. He is very creepy. He reminds me of this one villain from The Flash. I forgot his name, but he moved all weird and skeleton like. But yeah, this dude, the Muse, he's definitely gonna be a reckoning for the ending of this season, because throughout this episode, we're just seeing him how he is. He's literally taking blood from people. Like, where do we do this at? This is in New York. Like, come on, bro. But yeah. We also see Kingpin, and apparently the dude that his wife was screwing while he was gone, he has him held captive in his basement and goes down there and he basically eats in front of him and just has him locked up. It's crazy, man. This man Kingpin is ridiculous. And then I also seen the theory of him kind of getting into that Kingpin shape. So cuz he throughout the episode you kind of see his suits starting to rip on him, so he's definitely starting to get a little bigger and yeah, like more comic book accurate. But yeah, Episode 6 was definitely just as good as 5. I do think for me 5 was a little better, but the ending of episode 6 was pretty good. I'm gonna show y'all a little clip of it. Yeah, cause the ending of 6 was pretty good. I didn't have no problems with it. 45. My bad. This man, he came running like crazy. Look at this dude, crazy. That scene. uh, hey, he was giving them the business. Nice. Again with that parallel of Daredevil and Kingpin. Oh jeez. Oh. I feel sorry for dude. Oh oh. Yeah, Daredevil was pretty nice, but Muse he's keeping with him. I'm gonna get into her character in just a second. Uh. Hey, look at this. Mm-mm. Uh-uh. Oh. Kingpin just messing this dude up. Jeez. He say, where you going? Just proves Kingpin's point to Daredevil. He was like, hey, you're just the same. Sorry about that. But yes. So this scene I thought was pretty cool. Him and Muse was fighting, and then like I said, the parallel of the parallel of him and Kingpin throughout the show I really like. I think they're doing a really good job of showing this parallel between them two. And yeah. I'm way interested to see what Punisher is going to do because we did see him in the last episode, but we didn't see him in these next two. But I'm thinking we're gonna get him in this week's episode or next week. We got to. But the girl that I did want to talk to you about, to you guys about, she's actually supposed to be this character. she's actually going to be White Tiger, which is her niece of Hector, who the real actor passed away. But yeah, White Tiger is definitely going to be the niece. That's kind of what it's setting up for. But yeah, um, Daredevil Born Again comes on every Tuesday on Disney. And yeah, if you haven't seen the original Daredevil, go tap into the original Daredevil because it's really good. And this Born Again hasn't been bad, but it's definitely starting to get good, and I see why they renewed it for a second season. Just because I know the fans of the original Daredevil is starting to like this one, and it's not bad. It's not bad. I highly recommend going to watch it because it's really good. Alrighty. So, one of the last things I did want to talk to you guys about was Avengers Doomsday. Now, I was seeing some stuff about the casting and just wanted to talk to you guys about it and some theories of what I think will happen. So, first things first, I do think we have Robert Downey Jr. as Doctor Doom. So it's gonna start, I believe, with him. I'm hoping because he's the last actor listed on here. Not to mention, I was not about to watch over 5 hours of character listings when they can just literally list it like this from up to down. So yeah, and he's last on the call sheet. So I think Doctor Doom and Mister Fantastic are since the main two people, and then everybody else are like pawns throughout this. Maybe Doctor Strange, but he wasn't even listed in the casting, which is crazy. We can even see maybe a Loki connection, but we getting some Thunderbolts, we getting Sam, we getting Black Panther, we getting Shang Chi. Um, I believe we're getting Namor, we're getting the Thunderbolts, we're getting Fantastic Four, yeah, and then we're getting some old X-Men legends. So we're gonna see what Marvel has in store and what they're trying to do with Doomsday. Cause I'm interested and I'm looking forward to seeing what Doomsday is gonna be about. I was a huge fan of Doctor Doom in the comics, and also one of my favorite games that I used to play was called Marvel's Ultimate Alliance. I thought that game was pretty cool, and I believe, at least I think, they're going to follow some little snippets of that game because Doom is the villain, the big bad, and he was basically the overseer of everything, like from the beginning. So it's gonna be like cool just to see how they're gonna do this. Just because after seeing Captain America, Brave New World, I think Doom has already been here, and just watching this, and then when I went back and watched Black Panther 2, by the way, please go tap into that movie because it's severely overhated. I don't know why. That movie is good. Point blank period. But yes, Black Panther 2 when Nem Nama Nama no his character, he is basically like, hey, I am going to Wakanda, you either with me or against me. And starting all this conflict, and it seems like it came from nowhere, but I feel like Doom put the battery in his back. So I feel like we've already been seeing sprinkles of Doom throughout the MCU just because they had the Kang thing, but I think they had to switch their plan and try to diminish the Kang thing and focus more on Doom. What I could see them doing is pushing the Doom story now and then eventually going back to Kang. I could see that. But for right now, I'm just going with the theory that there has been sprinkles of Doom activity already, and I do think with this movie, we're gonna see some of those past actions. And as a Marvel fan, I'm super excited. I can't wait to see what they're gonna do. Um, the next Marvel movie that comes out is Thunderbolts, which I've heard it's Brave New World, Thunderbolts, Fantastic Four, and then Avengers Doomsday. So all these movies is gonna connect. That's what I'm seeing. So hopefully, and yeah, expect more Marvel news in the upcoming podcast episodes. We're gonna be binge watching some movies and talking about them with you guys. But yeah. Remember, if you're having a bad day, you just tune right here to the Elijah Way, cause we got you covered. But yeah, have a good day, guys.